Good morning and stuff. I'm trying to make it a good morning. I'm not having a good morning, but I'm gonna pretend it is anyway. Because I had a rough day yesterday. And I don't know, I guess it's a little bit of overflow. So I'm trying not to bring that into today, trying to clear my thoughts. But I just want to talk about the planet. So there's like a massive, intense shift going on right now. So mind you, I know very little about ecology, but over and over again, like this past few days, really, I guess it's like getting worse and worse for me, or intensifying as it goes along. But I just keep feeling like we waste too much as a species. We cause too much waste. We cause too much destruction. It's not new. It's just intense feeling. Like I feel like the earth is upset about it. In a major upset about it. Like almost in a grievance for what she's lost over the years. And I can't stop thinking about waste. Especially, I can't just say American society, because everybody does it. Everybody does it. When you go in the grocery store, you look at a bag of chips. Why does anybody need bags of chips? Little bags of chips. When you think about whatever the hell that's made out of, plastic, something. Because it doesn't seem like plastic. Why does it look like aluminum foil inside? What the hell is it made out of? I don't even know what that material is. And then cardboard boxes for cereals and things like that. Or Pringle cans. Plastic. Cardboard. Whatever that other material is. It's just waste. Like when you think about it, you go and you eat that little piece of chips and it's gone. Like, what is the point of snacks? Why aren't we eating in a natural way? Why aren't we, cutting up a piece of fruit that is not waste? Fruit, what do you call it? The skins and stuff. Okay, if you don't eat the skins, you can always compost the skins. The point is it decomposes and goes back to the earth. But what is with these chips? What is with these soda bottles? I don't know. Everything just looks like waste to me everywhere I walk around. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. Where is this trash going? Why are we constantly disposing of stuff? Like, when it used to be that people went to butchers, we didn't have like that foam thing and the plastic written over it, wrapped over. If you go to a regular butcher, they just wrap it in paper. And people used to use paper bags, but it's like, damn, we use plastic bags like crazy. Not that one is less wasteful than the other, but paper, you can reuse both, but people don't. And now we have reusable bags, and it's just not enough. Like, I feel like, especially living in the city, there's so much waste. It's ridiculous. I know that, they advertise and hope that you buy it, but what's the point in spending all of that money? Like cereal boxes, it's dye. Like, they don't have like a plain cardboard box. They gotta put all this paint shit on there to advertise the cereal to you, to make the box look all colorful. What is that for? Like, if it's food, what does it need to be advertised for? Don't all human beings need food to live? Like, what the hell? It drives me crazy. All of this just seems so pointless. And I know it it looks like I'm nitpicking, but I'm really not nitpicking. It's things that bother me for a reason. Like, so many things about our society is just unnecessary. Who needs to have food advertised to them? I mean, like, I can understand restaurants put a commercial up, damn it. I can understand that if you trying to get some business. But what's the point of all of this color, all of this plastic, all of these little packages and all this other kind of stuff that just goes to the trash? It goes to waste. And toilet paper. I'm laughing a little bit at myself because it sounds a little silly to me, but it's kind of true. Like, at the time when you go to the bathroom, you just pee. Why can't you use a washcloth? I mean, I know we're out and about, but it's just thinking about modern day. Like, damn, we just do too much. There's too many things to spend our money on. Too many things that just aren't reusable. Everything is made to be disposable, but it's not really disposable, if that makes sense. And then we have polluted waters And God is that upsetting, like, not just to planet Earth, but there's so many deities that are water-based that, you know, are upset about that. It's upsetting the way they pollute the waters and sea life and stuff like that. It's just a shift going on, and I don't know. I'm really, really picking up on nature and just really, really trying to get out of this lifestyle. I mean, I live in the city because I always wanted to live in the city, but I've been here 3 years, and this year is my last year. I can't do it anymore after this. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the people. It's not all it's cracked up to be now that I've gotten here, and I've done it for a while because I don't give up on stuff so easy. So, but how other people move to the city and just live there for 20 years now is not for me. I need to go back to the country, and I need to, one thing, I just need to live my life in a more natural manner. I live in a townhouse, and there's just windows in the front of the building and the back of the building, and they're not nice views. In the front, I'm looking across at somebody else's stoop, and there's trash on the street. And no matter how much you go picking up trash, some people live there and they throw their trash. They eat outside on the porch and just throw the shit. Like, why? I don't even understand that. And then some people don't necessarily live on that block. They just walk in and they eat food and just throw it. Just throw it. And then you have the backyard is worse. The back is worse. It's the alley. There's no view. Okay, I get a little bit of sunshine, but the point is, like, when you live in the country, there's a big difference. Townhouses are townhouses, but I don't want to live in a townhouse at all. Apartments are even worse. There's no sunlight. I'm a person that needs to open up all of my windows. Where I was living before, like, we were on the end, so there were side windows, and I didn't feel so bad. But, like, not opening up on 4 sides of a house, it drives me nuts. Not opening the windows up drives me nuts. Not feeling sunshine come in. I don't know. It seems like I clean like mad, like crazy, and I can't get clean enough. It drives me nuts. I do a whole lot of spiritual cleaning, and it's like, I feel like, okay, I do a big one every week. Big one. A long time. Like, I spend a few hours or something on it, and then it's like, by the end of the day, I feel like, ew, like some kind of weird feeling is around. It's that negativity. It's being around other people who are opposite. Living in a neighborhood where people who are opposite me. Like, I'm positive. I'm trying to raise my vibes, and I live my life on a certain vibration. And it's being around other people who are not on that vibration that drives me nuts. So I'm constantly trying to fix that. And not fall into it, like not get depressed, not get upset and stuff like that. I work hard on that, and it's driving me nuts. Like, I feel like, number one, if I live by myself, because my sister, I love her to pieces, but she lives her life on a certain vibration. She herself is on a certain vibration that I'm not on, and I feel like it affects me, or not. I can't say it affects me, more like I notice it. I feel it. When I don't want to. Like, it's disturbing. And my first instinct is to do something or say something or help her raise her vibration, but she tends to take stuff personal. So she understands what I'm talking about, and she knows that she lives low vibrational, but I don't think that, you know what I mean? Things happen on their own time, and you can't change anything about anybody. All you can do is change yourself. It's not that she's unaware. It's just that she's not ready. So, excuse me. I don't know. I just feel like it's time for me to get out of here. It's time for me to do something different. And all of this working, this hustle and bustle. I actually wrote a blog article about it recently, and talking about something called The Machine. And this book that I'm reading is called Ritual by Malidoma Patrice Some. Where the hell was he from? I want to say Senegal. But he was writing about, so he's actually like college educated and everything, but he comes from a village, and he's one of the spiritual leaders in his village, and he did leave and go study in learn English, and of course they're French speaking and all of that. But he talks about something called the machine, that we in the modern world live on this machine-based society where everything runs together and the machine never stops. It's 24 hours a day. People work 24 hours a day on this invisible thing called time, where in the village time doesn't exist. Like, morning is morning, the sunrise is morning, and you know, high time is afternoon, and evening when the sun goes down. Nobody's actually thinking about no, this is 9 o'clock, this is 8 o'clock, I need to be to work at 9 o'clock. They're like, what are these o'clocks? Like, what does that mean? That stuff isn't real, it doesn't exist. They wonder where we're always rushing to, and why are we so stressed? Why go through the motions? And that's what I feel like now. Like, the way I live is unnatural, and always rushing off to do something or be somewhere, gotta be here, gotta be there, these appointed times and all this other kind of stuff. Like, what would it be like to not live that way? That's what is on my mind lately. Like, how can I break free of this pattern of waking up at a certain time and doing all of this stuff in the morning before I go to work, and then go to work, and then go do this, go do that? How can I break free of that? How can I live naturally, really, and just get things done? He says that we operate this machine. We are taught to join the workforce, in other words, the machine, and continue to run this machine and run this machine until spirit brings us to a halt. And I feel like that's what's happening in my life right now, that it's undeniable that I need to do something different. It's bothering me. It's affecting my sleep. It's like making me uber emotional. It's really affecting me a lot. And it's putting a strain on me because it's causing me to not only deal with things that I don't want to deal with or don't feel like I needed to deal with, but also it's pushing me to peel myself away. Like, even with certain family members and friendships and stuff, I feel like I need to peel away. Like, I need to disappear. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something weird. Like, I need to be separate. And one part of me wants to have friendships and relationships with family and stuff like that, but another part of me is completely disconnected from that right now. And so I'm being two people, or experiencing two things at one time, if that makes sense. One part of me doesn't want to talk to absolutely anybody about absolutely anything, and the other part is just like, oh, let me go hang out with such and such. It's just I don't know, it's weird. It's a conflicting thing to be almost in two places at one time, you know. But I can't fight the disconnect. I can't deny it. I know that there's purpose in it. There's a reason for it. And I really don't feel like myself. Like, I don't feel like my name belongs to me. I feel like it's somebody else associated with that name that I was born with. I don't feel like it's me. And I felt that way probably for years. I've probably been feeling that way for a good 5 or 6 years now. But it's just stronger and stronger. Like, that's not you. That's a previous life. I know I'm blabbing on way off the topic because I started off talking about ecology, but I don't know. It's all part of the shift, the way that I'm feeling, this disconnected feeling from this world, from the machine. I don't know. It's really heavy to deal with, I guess. But I don't feel like that's me. I don't feel like, even as I'm doing this shadow work, and maybe that's a part of shadow work that I didn't know about, but even as I'm doing this shadow work and I'm looking back on my past, looking back on my childhood and relationships and friendships and et cetera, I don't even feel like I don't feel like it's me. I feel like I'm watching somebody else's life, like it's a movie or something. And I'm remembering scenes of a movie or chapters of a book or something like that. It doesn't feel like it's me. But what my name is, I don't know. I mean, I know, but I don't know. Like, the name that I changed my channel to is actually the name of my higher self. But I don't feel like that's what I'm meant to be called here. I don't feel like that's it. But I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, it's just weird. I guess I'm sitting in the middle and I don't know which way my life is going right now. It's just a strange thing. I'm very thirsty. So, what time is it? I got a minute to go to the cafeteria. Shit, do I have some water? I think I got water. I want some tea. I don't know. I guess maybe it's part of the journey, I guess. And I have felt disconnected before. I felt so disconnected that I got ungrounded. Like, when I say I got ungrounded, it was absolutely ridiculous. I was living like on a 5D dimension in waking life. Like, I was out there, gone. People talking to me, I ain't hear shit. Like, I was just gone. It was not that it affected my work, but sometimes people just be like, you're not listening to me, you're not listening, and I just wasn't there to be listening to you, because I'm listening to other things, because I'm not present. Spirit not present, rather. But now I'm just, it's more physical, I'm more inside of it. Before I was doing so much meditation, doing so much stuff spiritually that I was lifted up and operating on a 5D dimension, but now I'm not. I'm cognizant of both things, of this 3D, of 4D, and 5D, and more inside of the shift, if that makes sense. I'm more present inside of the shift that's going on right now. And I just feel like maybe I'm not the only person experiencing the higher calling, experiencing the shift and the change in vibration that's happening now on the planet. But anyway, this video is long enough. Have a good day.